So I'm gonna try to help answer that question. Bad Boy or Toro? Specifically, we're gonna look at the Bad Boy Magnum against the Toro Time Cutter. I'm the guy to tell you this information. I'm a Bad Boy dealer, I'm a Toro dealer. It's not even that simple to say Time Cutter versus Magnum, because there's a lot of options within Magnum. There's a lot of options within Time Cutter, and we're gonna go through everything top to bottom. So looking at this Time Cutter class, this is probably one of the most popular models that will sell, right? Is a 50-inch Time Cutter Max. They used to just call this a Time Cutter. If I look in front of me, here's a 42-inch Time Cutter. They ran this frame for, you know, a 5 to 10 year period, and it was last year they changed that frame design and they came out with this Max. And so what changes in this class is you got one point holding the front of the deck and then there's two hangers towards the rear. Well, now on the Max, they are giving you this chain. So it's hanging from 4 different points, and it's the complete difference in me being able to actually step up onto this deck. You couldn't do that before. You also could not get access right here to these pulleys. So that is a really nice design change that Toro went with. And then also in a 50-inch cut and above, they were typically just running this seat right here. Now it's a different design. One thing I don't like is they pulled the armrest off, but this is contoured. This is a high back seat. And I would say, you know, we're gonna go over the Bad Boy side, probably a little bit more comfortable seat. I'm a bigger guy. I have a little bit more room, a little bit more space on the Time Cutter Max series, I would say, compared to the Magnum. This specific model right here is a 22 horsepower Briggs & Stratton engine. It's a twin cylinder engine, and this one comes in at $39.99. So that is a nice price point. They're trying to give you different engine options. If you jump up in the 50-inch, and right here, I believe I've got one, we jump to $4,099 if you get the Kawasaki. That to me is almost a no-brainer to jump up with that price difference. It used to be a little bit bigger disparity, but Kawasaki is known as incredibly reliable, and so that's really nice. Now, regardless, getting a twin cylinder engine, I think, is just a huge upgrade from a single cylinder engine. With Toro, you can go as low as a single cylinder Briggs, and I think it's like 15.5 horsepower, and you can get in probably around $3,200, but you're getting a stamped deck. Everything you're seeing that I'm presenting you guys right now is a fabricated deck that can step up on this. If you go into the 42-inch, then you're not gonna be able to step up onto that deck. A big advantage, and we're gonna come back to it, I'm gonna circle around, you have the advantage of getting the Toro MyRide system. With the MyRide system, it's almost like you're on a recliner when you're mowing the lawn. This entire platform is free floating, but I've given you a little bit of baseline information, that introduction. Let me just kind of walk over here and let's talk about a comparable Magnum. Now, like I said, over on the Time Cutter side, you could go as low as a 42-inch, you can get as big as 60. The most popular are 50 and 54. Well, you have a Bad Boy Magnum. You can get this in a 48-inch, you can get it in a 54-inch. If you want to go smaller than that, then you have to jump down to the Rambler series. One thing I tell you that's a just really large Bad Boy advantage versus anything competition-wise that's out there is you're getting a 7-gauge deck at this. So this is not a chain link like the Toro Time Cutter, but these have slots in them, and just like the Toro, this is a floating deck design. This, to me, feels just a little bit more stout, a little bit stronger. Bad Boy for a long time has given you the easy access to the deck. So it's kind of similar, I'd say, in both cases. If you were going with the 48-inch option, you can only get it in a Kawasaki. They're not giving you as many engine options at the 48-inch level, but look at the accessibility you get here on the Bad Boy side. At this level, you're getting an hour meter as a standard and a nice clean digital display screen. Now, with Toro, you are not getting an hour meter as a standard, so that's a pretty nice advantage if you get to the Magnum. If you go down to the Rambler series, there is no hour meter. If I'm in here, we're fighting a little bit of rain as I shoot this video. A nice thing about any of the series of Bad Boy is you have a foot pedal, a lift assist. I really like this feature because if you see something in the yard, you can press it up and you can quickly get there. The Toro level, it depends. On the Time Cutter Max, you get that. You don't get that in those 42-inch models and like the model that was below this, but it's kind of a simple system that you can twist right here and then it will drop to your desired height. This is also nice here. You get a rubber grass chute on that Bad Boy side, but price-wise, you're talking about a 48-inch with the Kawasaki, you're gonna spend a little bit more money. So this one's $42.49. And these prices I'm giving you are for cash or check. Now, a kind of nice upgrade right above this on the Bad Boy side is if you get to the 54, you can get it in a Kawasaki or you can get it with a Kohler. So I happen to be looking at a Kohler here. This one is $39.99. So you got a 54-inch deck, you've got the Kohler, and this is a 24 horse and it's kind of got their bigger air canister filter behind it. That's a really nice option. Probably one of the most popular mowers that we sell is this 54-inch with the Kohler because of a price point driven piece here. I would say in the market right now, there's a lot of preference towards Kawasaki. If you get the Kawasaki engine option, I'm walking over because I got to get my pricing right. $43.49, that's what I thought it was, okay? So $43.49 with that Kawasaki engine option. The disadvantage to me on that Bad Boy side is probably just the sheer comfort piece, because with Toro, get a little higher back seat. There's the MyRide option. I'm gonna touch on that a little bit more. What we do pretty commonly on a lot of these Magnums is we will have people upgrade right from a higher series of mower, a ZT Elite, and they might replace this seat with one of those nice suspension seats you see over there, and I've got some of these extra lying around, right? And so I can upgrade people for $200 to $300, it depends on the model, and you can get a nice high back seat with armrest. That does wonders if you're getting into the Magnum series, okay? But that's gonna cost you a little bit more, right? So you're gonna start to get into that upper $4,000 price point. But now let's explore a little bit more of that Time Cutter in that MyRide. This is $47.99, happens to be their Havoc edition. Whether you get it in this all black Havoc edition or you get it in this red, you are going to be paying the same price either way. But if I sit on this seat right now, with the MyRide, if I pull this all the way back, it's incredibly comfortable. Probably for me, I'm a heavier than average person. I would want to pull it a little bit more forward. It stiffens it up. But if you're a very light person, that's why they call it a MyRide, because it's gonna differ depending on who you are. This platform right here is incredibly comfortable. This is a residential level mower, and so you're not traveling 12 miles per hour. If you had this system and you were flying across the yard, there could be a lot. But I think when you're going, you know, like an 8 mile per hour ground speed, 6, 7 mile per hour ground speed, this is just a very subtle, very comfortable feeling. And so that's a big advantage, that you can get this system with the Toro for not that much more than just upgrading a seat, and you're probably in a much better class of comfort. One thing you kind of lose, you know, as you grab a system like this is there's a little bit less deck accessibility. There's pros and cons to each of these things. A very different way of lifting the deck. This is gonna be very similar, right? I can lift up and down. It's just a different system, so it's a magnetic pin. I like the simplicity of this. I can press this up and down. Look at our little disadvantage right here. I got a plastic chute. I'm packing all these mowers in. That's not breaking anything, but man, there's a chance of something breaking a little bit more. You gotta be just a little bit more careful about that on that Toro side. But what you can do is set this to 3 right there, and we'll drop it to that desired deck height. They got a rocker switch. I kind of tend to like that a little bit more on the Toro side, just a little bit different system than pulling up, you know, on the PTO. To me, it seems like it'd be prone to failure just a little bit less than sometimes you see those knobs come apart and things like that. So just kind of something to consider there. Now, like I said, with the Toro, you can jump up all the way to a 60-inch deck. If you do that, you're gonna get into probably closer to a $5,000 price point. And with Bad Boy, you're at a point right here that you're getting an entry-level transmission. There's nothing wrong with that if you're not cutting vast amounts of acreage. But if you jump up to an Avenger, then you get a serviceable transmission. If you go to the Time Cutter in the 60-inch, also a serviceable transmission. Those are things you want to consider. Generally, between the couple of brands, you got a 3-year warranty over here, you got a 2-year warranty over on that side. You come see us at How Equipment, we will tap on the lifetime powertrain warranty. So if you're anywhere near our area, take advantage of that, and we would love to help you. So if you like this video, if it helped you, if you're in the market, let us know. Hit the like button, comment below, and until that next video, we'll see you later.